Hello, my name is Seno Aji Dharma. I am to tell about Project 5 Lab English Secretary. Part 1. Complete this conversation. Paul. So we were talking about climates, Amy. You know, are there any sort of climates that would like to live in? I would like to live in Iceland or Scandinavia. Interesting. Why would you like to live in that sort of climate? The snow is just so beautiful, and my image of those countries is that their infrastructure is sufficient enough to keep you warm when you are inside, but outside is just so beautiful. The snow is amazing. It quietens everything. I think it's glorious. Just really like it. I used to ski when I was younger, so I like skiing and I like the hills. And yeah, the snow in hills is just beautiful for me. How about you? Well, I love snow too, but I don't like it when it gets all slushy and sloppy. And it's like, and your feet are freezing. And I think like the ideal of snow is really appealing. I am not sure about, living in it. I prefer, I don't know, maybe the climate of like southern Italy kind of Mediterranean climate. I think that would be really quiet, pleasant, not too hot by the sea. Although, yeah, in the summer it does get hot, but I don't think there's the humidity like here in Japan. Right, I was just thinking of it that what kind of hat it is. Is it a dry hat? I think it is a dryer hat. Yeah. Whereas the heat we obviously we get here is unbearable at times, right? Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. So, what's the highest temperature? What's the range of temperature do you think in southern Italy? That kind of climate, do you know? Not sure. I guess maybe at this time of year it starts getting up towards 20 degrees. That's nice. And then I think it does, place like Sicily, I think it does get pretty hot. Probably like, high 32nd. Yeah, so and then I think the winters are probably quite mild. Unless you are up in the north of Italy, of course, near the mountains. Yeah. Don't eat the salt, it remain kind of pretty mild. Aha, if it's in the mat, it's my image of that. I've never been to Italy, so I don't know. I've been to the south of France and it got really hot. That was a nice temperature. It was dry and yeah, the nighttime wasn't too hot either. It was really nice during the day. That was a nice climate, I think. Part 2. Answer the question. Why did the elementary school bus pull into a gas station? Elementary school bus driver pulled into a gas station because he had to use the bathroom. What is the reason of the driver bus in the, to leave the student on the bus? It was cold outside and I didn't want the kids to get chilly while I was using the bathroom. Who saved the students and how he did it? The save the student is Jack. He pressed hard on the brake pedal and managed to stop the bus as it approached a guardrail overlooking a creek bed. Why did the student begin yelling and screaming on the bus? Because the driver forgot to set the emergency brake because he was in a hurry. Retell the story using your own words. An elementary school bus driver pulled into a gas station in Ohio because he had to use the bathroom. Instead of turning off the engine and taking the key with him, the driver left the bus running. There were 20 kids on the bus. The driver forgot to set the emergency brake because he was in a hurry. The bus slowly started rolling away from the gas station. As the bus picked up speed, the kids began yelling and screaming. 10-year-old Jack had the composure to run forward the driver's seat and grab the steering wheel. He pressed hard on the brake pedal and managed to stop the bus as it approached a guardrail overlooking a creek bed. Jack turned it off the ignition. After the chops arrived at the scene, the congratulated Jack on his heroic effort. That is one cool kid, sighed the police. Jack wasn't impressed with what he had done. Stopping the bus, he said, was easy compared to playing Grand Theft Auto 3, his favorite action video game. The bus driver, walking along the highway when arrested by the police, was initially charged with leaving a child unattended while a motor vehicle is running. While that is only a minor driving violation, the country district attorney said he hoped the upgrades to charge to a felony because of the number of children involved. Part 3. The Fox and the Crow. I bet you cannot guess what I like to eat best of all. Yes, I know that you would say to that fox likes to eat hens best, and stolen ones at that. But no many people know that what fox appreciate even more than chicken is a nice bit of cheese once a while. It was a fine bright morning, and I was following my sharp nose through the woods in search of a bite to eat when I choked a cheesy smell on the breeze. I looked up into the tree, and there on the branch I saw Miss Crow, looking terribly pleased with herself, for in her beak she held a large piece of cheese. It was stolen, no doubt, so I called on my neckboard and said, "Good morning, Miss Crow. You are looking very lovely today. If I may say if I may say so." And Miss Crow cocked her head on one side and looked at me with her beady little eye. My heart is smitten by this wonderful bird. If only I could hear her voice, I'm sure that such as a charming creature must sing most sweetly. If I could hear but one line of her song, I would hail her as the princess of the forest. Miss Crow puffed up her feathers and began to sing the most lovely music I had ever heard. But to me, that crow was just the sound that I'd been waiting for, because as soon as she opened her beak, The cheese fell to the ground, and I sniped off my breakfast, which only guys to show that flattery will get you everywhere. And that was the story of the fox and the crow. Thank you for your attention and see you next time. Bye bye.